Oh, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. Now, which way do you remember it? Do you remember it with these little cupcakes that we had at parties and things? Oh, or do you remember the big square slab that we used to get at school? Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Old school, do you remember chocolate cracknell? Now, at school, it was always in a slab. At home, it was in little cupcake papers. We're going to make it both ways. We're going to make the majority into a slab and show you how to make it into cupcake papers. You know, you might want to teach somebody else to make such a fantastic little go-to dessert. Pan, butter. It's cold, look. Let's get that butter melted. Now there's going to be a couple of little tips going along here as we get going, just to help out. So we want that melting in there, and then we're going to add golden syrup. We're using Lyle's golden syrup. We're making it the British way, how it was made. Now, if you remember this dessert, or if you remember Mum's making in cupcake papers, leave a comment. Tell me about it. Always bring food, always brings good memories. Okay, we don't want that boiling away, we only need it melting in there with our golden syrup. Give it a little stir in there. Optional, just a little touch of vanilla. Optional, a little pinch of salt. In there, cocoa powder. Just stir it in. Tip number 1, corn flour. Stir that through. And what that's going to do is give us a more solid, room stable dessert. You're still going to get the soft crunch, everything. It's going to make it more stable. Now, flame low, cornflakes in. Now you can just turn it off for this. Here's the second tip, crushed cornflakes in there. That's going to bind it all together better. You just got to keep working it till they all get coated. Okay, turn off your flame and keep stirring it in. It's going to go in. Just keep working it. That will do. We're not going to take it any further than that. You know, you can keep going on and stirring it round till everything's fully coated. I'm not bothered today. Come on there. Okay, take a suitable dish. I don't know what size this is. Probably about a 6 by 8 or something. I don't know. Take some parchment paper and just put it in the bottom. Okay, we just want to line it briefly. Leave it overhanging because we want to take it out. 2 ways, very simple. We take some of that cornflake mix and we put it inside that cupcake paper. How much you put in is entirely up to you. There you go. These were all the rage at kids' parties, you know. What are you doing, Thomas? Oi! Oi, you're biting me. You can't eat this. Okay, so there's our 3 little cupcakes. So we're just going to put those to one side. And you remember the school ones in a tray? Well, come on, let's get it in a tray. Now I'm only going to use this small tray because it's just for show, obviously. But you know, you can make it as big as you like. Now what we will do is squash this down. That's why I've put the paper in, so we can get it out. So squash it in. Man, this brings back some memories. Oh, we used to eat loads of this as kids, didn't we? Give it a real good squidging down. Look at that. That is sensational already. Okay, there we have it. Look at that. Oh, a bit there, look. Right, here's the thing. These are ready to go now. They don't leak chocolate all over your fingers or nothing. They're there, they've got the little bit of crunch and everything in there. They're absolutely perfect. Perfect for kids' parties and things like that. Not a problem. So if you want to make some cheap or reasonably cheap niblet things or sweets for a kid's party, there's a good one. You know, and you could always put a little sprinkles on there and change the colour, do whatever, you know. But there you go, that's our cracknel in there. This I'm going to shove in the fridge, it's still very warm, and we're going to cool it down, and then we're going to cut it. So there you go. Oh, we're missing some there, look. Fabulous. Superb. There you go. Cool it down and we'll cut some in a sec. Come on, that's cool enough. We want to be getting that out of there. Oh yeah. See, this is why we line everything, you know. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Let's get that off there. Oh yeah. Oh, we're in on this. So how many of you remember the old-fashioned cracknel at school or parties? You know, it's been around for so long. In there. Come on, bring it in there. On here. On here. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. Now, which way do you remember it? Do you remember it with these little cupcakes that we had at parties and things? Oh, or do you remember the big square slab that we used to get at school? That is good old-fashioned chocolate cracknel made. A classic school dinner favourite. Look at that. Come on. We got to get the taste, haven't we? We've got to have one of each. We don't know which one's going to be better. Are they going to taste the same? Oh, come on. So do you remember the old-fashioned chocolate cracknel? Oh, you know, we used to have these as kids' parties all the time, you know. Chocolate cornflakes, come on. Take me back. Delicious. Gonna have to try the other one. That is the right amount of sweetness and chocolate flavour. It is delicious. Come on, in here. Look at that crunch. Look, it's still soft. Look, it's a crunchy biscuit type, but it's still soft. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Transport me back in time. That is sensational. Buttery, chocolatey, not overly sweet. It's delicious. Good, cheap, British dessert. Little sweet treat. It's absolutely sensational. Takes you right back to when you were back at school and the parties that you used to have at home. Mum making up the chocolate cornflakes, putting them all out on a table. There you go. If you remember the chocolate cracknell, leave a comment below. And there you go. If you have never tried chocolate cracknell, give it a go. Give it a go on this old school treat. If you do like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make chocolate cracknell. And if you do like what we're doing, a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. And I'm going back to school. Catch you in the next video. Oh yeah. Amazing.